it's your girl TJ. Thank you again for tuning in to another week of Fat2Fit Finance, the high school series. Now we're going to focus on the not so helpful part of the financial aid package you're probably going to receive and be offered. Last week we talked about what real aid is, and that's free money. But now let's get into the not so free aid. That would be student loans. Now you will see these appear on your financial aid package for whatever institution you choose to attend for college. Understand, they're going to be there because at every year that you are in school, you are eligible to take out federal student loans. If you don't know that student loans are dumb, I'm not going to label you as dumb. I'd label you as maybe unaware and in the dark. I'd also maybe label you a sheep as well. Because you've fallen for that trap and the belief that there's no way you can possibly attend a four-year university and receive a degree without getting student loans. So I'm going to throw some numbers at you to go ahead and show you the reality of taking out student loans, because it's not good. The average undergraduate student that graduated with the class of 2016 took out about an estimated $37,000 in federal student loans. I want you to think about that, because a lot of them won't actually come out making even $35,000, and now they have more debt than they actually have income every single year. I know students that took out 2 times this amount of money, almost 2.5 to 3 times this amount of money. I know students that have $100,000 in student loan debt, and trust me, they're not making $100,000 a year. So this is where they're putting themselves behind the 8 ball before they ever even get started. Do not do this to yourself. Do you know what's cool? Being the king or queen of your own domain, your own home, your own place, your own space. Do you know what's not cool? Living with mom and dad past the age of 25 because you can't afford rent payments, utilities, buy food for yourself, and cover your minimum debt payments. But this is what happens. There are so many college graduates right now that are living at home with mom and dad. And don't get me wrong, I absolutely love mom and dad. Parents are awesome. They're amazing. They become like your best friends once you are no longer a teenager and in that terrible phase of life. But you don't want to live at home. That's not cool. You know, that's not what you want. But that's the reality that a lot of students cannot cover the minimum debt payments they have for student loans and be able to afford rent and, feed themselves and keep the lights and the heat and gas and everything else on. It's just really difficult. Now, you all know, or if you don't know, I'm going to tell you this now. I am a huge, diehard, till the day I die, U of M fan. Michigan Wolverines all the way. However, in an article I read, there was an Ohio State graduate who actually had something very profound to say, which I was a little shocked by. But she said in this article, to kind of paraphrase, you can be anything you want to be, pretty much, when you go to college, except you'll be paying for it for the rest of your life. Because if you take out student loans, you will be paying for it for the rest of your life, it almost seems. And no, it's not really the rest of your life. Sometimes it's 10 years, 20 years, whatever. But here's the reality. If you take out those student loans, you're going to have to either choose to delay some milestones in life, such as being able to pay for that wedding you want, and the house you want, and the car you want, and the kids you want, because you're already bogged down with student loan debt. Heaven forbid you try to take on a house and actually pay for a car in cash. Or you could choose to hit all these milestones immediately after you graduate, which I know quite a few people that have. And you are juggling them all and probably overwhelmed, because there may come a point in time, if you're living paycheck to paycheck, like 70% of Americans, where you're trying to figure out, do we pay the student loan debt payment? Do we pay the credit card payment that's due? Do we take care of, do we get the kids diapers, and are they going to their after school program, and sports fees are coming up? You're going to have to deal with all of that if you so choose. So, something to keep in mind, and I don't understand how others don't grasp this yet. If you're an 18-year-old student and you walk into a bank, I don't know how to tell you this, they will not sit there and lend you tens of thousands of dollars unsecured. They're not going to do that. They would be fired as a loan officer. But when it's a student loan, guess what? You can walk your little self on in there, and private bankers will go ahead and lend you that. And Uncle Sam is so willing to do that for you. Uncle Sam is so willing to go ahead and give you a student loan that he will actually up the maximum you can take out every single year that you're in school. Isn't that something? You would think that you would, help someone not dig themselves further into a hole the older they get and the more they go along in school. False. When you started as a freshman, you're at like this level that you can take out as a maximum federal student loans. Once you sophomore, junior, senior, yeah, they increase that. So keep that in mind. If a personal banker wouldn't lend you tens of thousands of dollars as an 18-year-old walking in there, why is it okay for the government to do it? You have to be smart and understand student loans are dumb.